Alrighty, let's get started. Happy Tech Thursday. So today we're going to go over how to make your technology be more useful for you. And today we're going to start off with Scott Leroy Marketing. So if you don't know what Scott Leroy Marketing is, it is a free service for you that you are able to use and that they can do a lot of things for you. And so it's very important that you know what Scott Leroy Marketing is and what they can do for you. So let's start off there, which this is a bit of a different class because we usually start off in command. So, and then just make sure when you are logging into Scott Leroy Marketing that you know your market center number. You can reach out to any, to your ASC. So I am the ASC of the downtown West Seattle office. So if anybody is on this call and they are with the downtown West Seattle office, our market number is going to be 399. But if you are with a different office, make sure to reach out to your ASC and ask them what your market center number is so that you do know, so that you can log into Scott Leroy Marketing and get the information that you need directly for your market center. All right, so we're just kind of in Scott Leroy Marketing. This is their homepage. And so with their homepage, we are going to go to Keller Williams Resources. And then I want to go down to the support tab. Click on that. Oops, hold on. Let me go, because usually I did just go through this before this call. So it didn't have me log in because they already see me logging in. So I'm actually gonna do this on a incognito tab so that you can see exactly how to get in. So again, we're going to go to KW Resources. And then, weird. It's different. So we'll do training really quick. And now it'll have us log in. My market center is 399, log in. And now that I'm logged in, I'm actually going to go back up to resources. And now I can see that support tab and I'll press support. And one thing that's super cool about Scott Leroy Marketing is they can do so much for you. They can create so many things for you as long as they have your command login. They can do so much for you. So let's go down and let's see. So these are the command services that they can do. They can set up your command. They can do, they can import top producers. They can set up your MailChimp, set up smart plans. If you do decide to use Twilio with command, they can set that up. And also they can import your database or do your DocuSign setup. So there's so many things that they can do that are available to you. They also have some more services down here. They can set up your profile completion. They can also export contacts, do Facebook, do your KWLS opens. So there is a lot that you can do with the Keller, or sorry, not Keller, but Scott Leroy Marketing. So I just really wanted to show you guys that this is something that can help set up your technology so that you don't have to do it on your own. They also are able to set up things on your website. So make them work for you. That's the point of this class, is make the technology work for you and not have them, or not have to do it yourself. This is a free service that you can go through. So if you do want any of these kind of things on your website, then you can add them through Scott Leroy Marketing. Just a second.
At the outset, and maybe mortgage. Now that means there's no payment on the down payment.
Sorry about that, everybody. I do sit here at the front desk at West Seattle, so I do grab checks, and when couriers or FedEx or UPS come in, I do have to kind of take a step back and make sure that I take care of that. So I apologize, but let's jump right back into the class. So there are website services that they can add for you. So if you want to have a testimonial, you want to customize your menu URL, if you want to have a Facebook widget, there are so many things that Scott Leroy Marketing can do to help you set up your technology. So I'm just going to click on one. Let's do like an open house sign-in sheet. Once I click on that, they'll actually show you how to complete that if you want to do it yourself and you want to learn the technology. But you can also enter your name, email, your Keller Williams username, password, your Gmail or kw.com password or address and password, and then send it to them and they will complete it for you. So that is one really, really, really cool, awesome thing that they do also like supply to you, is that you can have these things done for you. You don't have to learn them. You don't have to, it's great for you to learn them so you know how to do it yourself and do it customized to exactly how you want it. But you don't have to do that. You can make Scott Leroy Marketing, which is a free resource, work for you. And that's the point of going through these things and this class is the point of making this technology work for you. It's very important for you to know how to not work as hard. So that I wanted to show you all Scott Leroy Marketing. So again, you're going to go to scottleroymarketing.com. This is under the KW resource. If you aren't logged in, you might have to press like live webinars or training and then log in, which you're going to log in with your market center number. If you're with the Keller Williams downtown West Seattle, our number is 399. If you don't know your market center number, please reach out to your ASC. They will know the market center number and they will be able to provide that to you. You want to make sure that you are having the correct market center number because you want to just make sure everything is complete for your market center. So you don't want to put in the 399 market center if you're not with the downtown West Seattle office. But yes, you're going to go to, so you're going to log in. You might have to press just, live webinars or something that's on here to log in. And then once you are logged in, we're going to go back up to KW resource and then support. And, and then we're right here and you can do all of these things. Another way to also have Scott Leroy Marketing do things for you is emailing support@scottleroymarketing.com and just asking questions, letting them know what you do want on your website or you do want this done in your command profile, and they will get that done for you. They will make sure that, it may take 1 to 2 business days, but they will make sure that they add that testimonial page to your website. They will make sure that they add, whatever you're asking. If they can't do it, they will let you know. But 9 times out of 10, Scott Leroy Marketing will handle it and they will make sure that they are taking care of it so that you don't have to spend the time on that and you can go lead generate or door knock, cold call, things that are going to make your business strive. All right, awesome. So now that we've gone over Scott Leroy Marketing, we're going to jump right into command. So I'm going to exit out of this tab. And now I'm going to go to agent.kw.com. This is going to be the front facing for us. This is where you're going to spend a majority of your time. And we're going to sign in. So if you don't know your username and password, you should have gotten it through Scott Leroy Marketing. And if you don't, just please reach out to your ASC. They can definitely help you and make sure that you find the information that you need so that you can log into your command. All right, first we're going to start with smart plans. So of course, I'm going to go into my settings because you always want to make sure that your marketing profile is complete and up to date. So we're going to go up to our name, settings. Now that we're in settings, we're going to go to connect settings and now to our marketing profile. So if you did fill out if you did fill out the Scott Leroy questionnaire, your marketing profile should be pretty much complete. But if it's not, or if you didn't, maybe you weren't ready to fill out your bio, or you didn't know certain information at that time when you were filling it out and you still need a little bit more time, you can go in and update this. So you see, I've got my photo. I am not on a team, so I don't have a team logo, but you can always use the Ben Kenny logo because guess what? We are a Ben Kenny brokerage, and so you are welcome to use that. And next, Kayla, so you have trouble finding where to change your password on command. You should have, you need to fill
put
out
the link in the chat, Sierra.
You'll handle it, Kara?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to keep going. So you can have your team logo, your first name. You want to make sure all your info is updated. Make sure your agent license number is in there. I am not currently a licensed agent, so I don't have that information in there. But I've got my professional title, my bio, my information, the office information, my email, all of my Market Center information. If you don't know where to find your Market Center brokerage logo, I actually am going to show you. So KW Connect. So we're going to go over to Connect to find your Market Center logo. So we're going to go to Resources and then Marketing, Logos and Branding. And then to find my Market Center logo, I'm going to type in my Market Center number. So it is very important to actually know your Market Center number. My Market Center is 399. And so now, and with my Market Center, we are downtown and West Seattle. And so we own 3 names: Seattle Metro West, Downtown Seattle, and just Seattle. So I can pull any of those Market Center logos from here, download them and upload them to my Market Center brokerage logo, and go from there. So that everything is pretty much updated. I want to make sure in my legal footer, each office is independently owned and operated. I've got some legal footer images, my social options, and I am going to save. All right. So one thing you are going to want to make sure is use my information to brand my agent site. You're going to want to make sure this is toggled over to the right. I'm going to untoggle it so you can see now it is white. And when I toggle it over to the right, it is green. You're going to want to make sure that is green because of, this is what's going to be able, like, this information is going to be pulled to every website, app, landing page. And so you don't have to refill out this information, which is very important. You don't want to waste time filling out something that is already on command, because why waste time? Why not let the technology work for you? Okay, so now that we've gone through our marketing profile, I made sure everything was up to date. My phone number didn't change, all of these things. I'm all good. I am going to go back home now. All right, so we're back at home and we are going to jump into Smart Plans. So if you don't know where Smart Plans is or which image over here is Smart Plans, obviously you can put your cursor over the images and it'll tell you what they are. So we've got contacts, tasks, home, or Smart Plans, but also you can click this red KW and it'll pop out the images and it'll tell you which each one is. So we're going to go to Smart Plans. So right now I'm going to make Smart Plans work for me, and I'm going to make it so that this technology is working for me and I don't have to do all of these things. All I have to do is set it up and deal with the follow-up. So does anybody have an open house this weekend? Who has an open house this weekend on the call? Nobody? All right. Well, we'll just say at this point that Kayla has an open house this weekend. She's going to be hosting an open house for a house here in West Seattle, and she wants to make sure. Oh, April has an open house. April, do you have the that is so exciting, April. I'm so glad you have an open house. So we're gonna say that April has an open house. April, do you know exactly where that open house is? Is it in West Seattle, Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia, Duval? Okay, so she has an open house in Duval. How exciting! Congratulations. So right now we're going to send a smart plan out about April's open house in Duval. And so you can either create a smart plan, you can maybe name it April's or Duval open house. But instead of creating a smart plan today, we're going to go to the library because we're going to make this technology work for us. And we're going to find an open house smart plan so that April can send it out to all of her sphere, her database, and make sure that they know that she's having an open house this weekend. So of course, we can go through, there's a whole library. Keller Williams International provides a lot of content. And also as a Keller Williams agent, you can also put in smart plans that you've created into this library. So I'm looking through what's featured right now. They've got a long-term nurture, 555, a post-closing follow-up. None of those seem to be working for my open house or April's open house. And then we've got, Keller Williams, they've got some things in here. So let's just see if they've got anything for an open house. I don't see anything. And then we've got top rated. So these are going to be the ones that are created by Keller Williams agents around the country. And, you can go in and continue to search, see all, just make sure if you want, there's 815 that have been created by Keller Williams agents. So if you want to go in and let's say, you're not doing something for an open house, you just need to, you just want to go through and look and find things that are going to help you get in touch with your sphere. You can go in and see all and, look for what works best for you. But there's also what's new. If you had an appointment, let's say you had a listing appointment, there's an after appointment plan. There are things in here to recruit. So let's say you want to grow your downline and you want to make that passive income from profit share. You can also, there's also recruiting aspects in here too. But I'm going to go all the way up and I am going to search because of, I want to specifically focus on April's open house and how I can target that to my sphere. So I will type in open house, joust, not right, house. So we've got an open house follow-up. So there's 72 results here. And so that's awesome. A lot of these look like right now to me follow-up. So I'm going to find something that's going to be something that's not follow-up. I want to make sure that I am, sending this out to my sphere. So open house, look, they've got an open house seller drip or an open house buyer. So depending on if you have a seller, like if you're, you have an open house and you're searching for a seller, or you're holding this open house for your buyer, or not buyer, sorry, if you're holding this open house as the listing agent, or there's people who do hold open houses that for other agents in the office, maybe they don't have a listing but they're searching for that buyer for that listing. There's two different drips here. So you can also do an open house lead smart plan. So these are all very, very cool. You can see also how many agents have used these and what it's rated. And some people just have not rated some of these, so you might not have to go through that. But let's go ahead and do the open house seller drip. But one thing I do want to show you is it does tell you how many steps are in the smart plan. also how long it's going to run. So the duration is 43. So it's going to be, you know, there might be time between when you reach out to the person. So let's say you email them first and then you take a 7-day break. And then you text them and then you take a 7-day break. So that's just what the duration means. And then how many times you actually reach out to them. So that's going to be the touches, which is 7. And these are all free. Make the technology work for you. So you can also view the steps and see before you download it and make it work for you. You can also see the steps. So I'm going to view the steps and see what they are. So it's 43 days, 12 steps, 7 touches. So I'm going to sends an automatic email. Hi, it was awesome meeting you at open house. This is a follow-up as well, but that's okay. So April has hosted her open house, and now she's following up with everybody who came to the open house to make sure that she stays in contact with them and make sure that she, you know, if they are looking for other houses, then you know, she's the first person that they think of. She's going to be their realtor regardless, if that house worked for them or not. So she's going to send an email like, hi, it was awesome meeting you. I would love to hear more about your home if you have time to connect. What was this? This was the seller drip. But you know, we'll keep going. And you can just go over all of these and see, you know, what they give to you. So we've got a couple emails. As you can see, it's going to delay 7 days before you continue to touch, you know, this potential client. And so we've got all of these things. It looks like they're going to be sending a lot of emails. So we'll just kind of look through that. So I'm going to add this. So since I'm like, okay, you know what, I do love this smart plan. It's going to work great for me to reach out to, as I'm April, to reach out to everybody who came to my open house. I'm going to add this smart plan to my library. So I'm not going to change the name. I know what it is. It's my open house seller drip, and I'm going to download. All right. So now that has been downloaded to my smart plan, I am going to go to my smart plans. And now I have that my open house seller drip there. And so now that I have this, my open house seller drip, I know which clients I want to send it to, which if you don't know, you should have added your clients into the contacts portion of Command. And a great way to know which clients you want to add to the smart plan is tagging them correctly. So I know that Alice, Bella, and Carlisle all came to my open house. I am going to tag them, select bulk action, add a bulk tag, select, and my bulk tag is open house. You can also create a custom tag. So the tag color I'll make red, add, and submit. So now that Alice, Bella, and Carlisle have all been added to that tag, which let's just refresh to see that tag pop up. You can all see that those tags have been added. So just make sure that you're keeping your contacts clean and making sure that they are you know, in order so that you can reach out to the correct people that have came to certain open houses. You know, maybe a better tag might be 123 Main Street open house, so that, you know, April knows that this is the open house that they did attend. It's not an open house, you know, just any open house. All right, so we're going to go back to our smart plans now that we know which contacts we are sending the open house to. They are tagged correctly. All right, so we're going to go again to my open house seller drip, and we're going to add contacts. And so I can see here that, so you can search by name, tags. So there's a lot of things that you can search through. I don't have very many contacts. I'm sure that all of you probably have way more contacts in in your database than I do, because I specifically use this for teaching purposes. I do not use this for my actual clientele database. So I see that, you know, Alice, Bella, and Carlisle are all at the top. I'm going to add them to the smart plan, and then I can choose when I want the smart plan to start. So I can choose for it to start now. You know, I had the open, you know, let's say it's Monday. I had the open house on Saturday. Let's have this start now. Or, you know, let's say you already know you're going to have this open house on Saturday. And obviously you might not know who all shows up, but if you're doing something different, let's say you're, reaching out to people who you met at mega camp, or you people who are already in your sphere, you can start on a certain date. And then also, one thing, if you are sending out a smart plan that is going to a lot of people, you may want to stagger it, because of, yes, this smart plan is going to send everything out for you, but you still have to deal with the follow-up. And so you might, like, if you're sending a smart plan out to 100 people, you might not want to have the smart plan go out to 100 people all on the same day. That's a lot of follow-up to deal with. And you just want to make sure that you're, you know, replying to your clients at a timely manner. So you might want to make sure, like, hey, so if you click, and then, you know, I obviously only have 3 clients in here right now, so I can, maximum clients per day is 3, but you can always change this. I'm going to have this smart plan start up immediately and then confirm. And so I personally, I do not have my Twilo account set up. So if there are any smart plans that you do use and you don't have Twilo set up, which is the text messaging service that would send out text messages on your behalf, then what it's going to do instead is create it as a task and let you know, like, hey, you need to send out this text with this verbiage to Alice or to Carlisle or to Bella. And so since I don't have it set up, it's kind of telling me, if you have a Twilo account set up, all SMSs will automatically sent from your Twilo account, Twilo number. But if you don't, that's okay, because it is an extra cost. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to confirm. And now your request to start the open house seller drip has been submitted. All the contacts should be receiving that. So again, you can click the down arrow to see exactly what everything is, you know. And then one thing I also want to go over is that you can edit the smart plan. So obviously, I am not Colin Turner at the Turner Group, Keller Williams Winter Park. So that's probably something you want to do before you send it out, is make sure that you edit it and make sure that it makes sense for your business. So of course, I don't want the Turner Group KW to get my information. I want the information to come to me. So I want to make sure that I, you know, exchange the information in here and make sure that it says Sierra Roberts, you know, at Keller, Sierra Sells Seattle, Keller Williams downtown Seattle, or Keller Williams Seattle Metro West. And one thing, and it's same with the calls. If you don't have your Twilo account set up, if you don't have your Twilo account set up, it will make a task for you to call. It won't just have you, it won't just not remind you. So if you don't have your Twilo account set up, just make sure that you are checking your command pretty often, so that you know, like, hey, I was supposed to call Carlisle 3 days ago to make sure that I'm still in contact with him. So yeah, so just make sure that you do go in here and change these things. And this is going to be, so when you do send an email, just make sure that your correct email that you want to reply and apply to replies to. So if this, so let's say Bella decides, like, oh my gosh, yes, I am interested. Let me give Sierra, or let me send Sierra an email. The reply email that she is going to send it to is sierraroberts@kdev.com. One thing to know about command is it is going to be sending from a command email. It is not going to be sending from your Keller Williams email. So I suggest that you don't send a lot of emails. Like, you know, earlier I mentioned maybe you're sending it to 100 people. I don't recommend that just because of it may look like a spam email to certain um, um, it may look like a spam email, so it may go to their spam if you're trying to send it out to a bunch of people. So you do want to make sure that because it is not going to come from Sierra Roberts at kw.com. It's going to come from a KW or a command email that looks a little different. So yeah. All right, so that is how you edit your smart plan. And once you're done, you can save. When you're in here, you can add more people if you'd like. You know, I've got Tom, I've got Rosalie, I've got Rosa, Ron, Kayla. So I can add it to any of these people, but I'm going to cancel. All right. So this is Smart Plans, and this is pretty much how you use Smart Plans. And there's so many things in the Smart Plan library that you can use. You don't have to create your own Smart Plan. Make this technology work for you. That is the point of this class, is making the technology work for you. So definitely I suggest going through the library and seeing what, you know, there's Smart Plans in here that are saying, hey, I just got licensed. I'm a real estate agent. When you need me, reach out. That's what this is for. All right. So the next thing I'm going to go over is campaigns. And this is going to have the information work for you as well. So again, we can scroll over all the icons to see where campaigns is, but I'm going to click the red KW. I don't have time. I'm just going to go down to campaigns. Welcome to campaigns. Awesome. All right, so what I'm going to focus on today, there are things in campaigns that you can do: paid ads, email, direct mail, and social posts. What I'm going to focus on today is social post, so that you, of course, can make the technology work for you. You don't have to focus on posting every single day or every other day about your business or your personal. You're going to focus on letting that letting command post for you, letting the command post for you, and you just focusing on the follow-up. All right, so we're going to go up to social post. I've got my Facebook connected. So I'm going to start creating posts. And this is going to be posts regarding I've got an open house this weekend. I've got come to my open house, you know. I'm a brand new realtor. Like, hey, I've got everything that you need. What else? What else would you guys say would be a good thing to post on your Facebook about, you know, being a realtor? Anybody have any ideas? Feel free to unmute yourself or type in the chat. Nothing quite yet. All right. But okay, so you can create social posts. So I'm going to create a social post. Oops. So as you can see, you can schedule out weeks in advance. So if you know that you're going to be hosting April's listing for an open house Saturday, July 31st, you can go out and you can go out and post, you know, schedule a post for that weekend already, knowing that that's the weekend you're going to do that open house. So let's create a social post. So you can enter, so everything that's really cool about this is you can already see your, you can preview what your post is going to look like over here on the right. So I can enter a text. I am hosting an open house this weekend. It is a beautiful single family home in the Leschi, probably need to capitalize that. I hope I'm spelling this right, neighborhood. I am hosting an open house this weekend. It's a beautiful single family home in Leschi neighborhood, 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. How amazing would that be? If are interested, please reach out to me. Perfect. And of course you're able to write anything that you want. This is just a you know, just a broad thing that I just came up with. You should, you know, definitely take your time and, you know, do things that you think are going to catch your sphere's attention, your Facebook's attention, and just make sure, you know, that you're doing everything to the point where you're getting the most out of what you're posting. And so now we can browse our designs library or upload an image. I'm going to browse my designs library because I unfortunately am not as prepared as I should be today and have a picture. So I'm going to choose this ready to list image. Just make sure if you are hosting a open house for any of your agents or that you do get permission to post those photos. You do get permission to hold that open house. You want to make sure that even if, you know, you have to have permission to post any photos of something that is not taken by you, or, you know, you're a photographer. So just make sure that you get that permission first. So I'm going to make sure that this part of is placed in the photo. You know, I don't want the "Are you ready to list?" I just want the photo of the house, and I don't want any of the red in. So I'm going to crop image, and now you can see it on the right. That's what it's going to look like. And now I schedule my post, or I could publish immediately, but I want this for July 31st because that's when I'm holding that open house. And just make sure too, when you are, the only way to create a campaign to post on your Facebook is if you have a business Facebook page. And if you don't know how to create that, make sure to, we do have a video in our Tech Library or Tech Thursday library that shows you how to create that. So I'm sure that Kara will post in the chat what our Tech Thursday library URL is so that you can go and look for that. I'm not exactly sure what that page is called. I'm sure Kara can also post that. But if you don't know how to create a business page, you are going to have to create that to make sure that you are able to post. So you do have to have a business page to post. You know, I've got my Facebook connected, but I do my business page. Obviously, I run the Tech Thursday, or I help run the Keller Williams Seattle and Seattle Metro West Facebook pages. So I have that business page on there. And then now that I am all the way at the bottom, I've done all of that, I'm going to schedule posts. I'm personally not going to schedule this post because I do not want this going on the Keller Williams Seattle Metro West front facing page. So I'm just going to save this as a draft, save draft. And now if I go to social post, if it was, I've got draft post and live post, but if it was a live post, it would be right. It'd be right here, and it would show that that's what I am about to, or that's what's going to be posted on July 31st. All right, so that is what I'm showing you in command or in campaigns. Just know that there's so many other things that you can do in campaigns that we do have videos or former videos on. We have former videos on how to post paid ads through Facebook, Google, and you can post it through Instagram and Twitter. You can send out emails. So these are all ways to make this system, this technology work for you. You can send out emails. You can send out direct mail. So those are things that can work for you. So if you have any questions, but you are more than welcome to reach out to me. I know a lot about campaigns, and I'd be more than happy to help you. And so there are other things in campaigns that, you can make the technology work for you. All righty. So now that we have gone through smart plans and campaigns, I do want to show you one more thing. We've got about 20 minutes. We might end a little early, but I do want to show you one more thing. So I'm going to exit out of those two tabs that are up there, and I'm going to go to Keller Williams Connect. All right. So when you're in Keller Williams Connect, just know that, I kind of, even myself, I don't really pay attention to this homepage. I know what I need to go in here and look at, but there are so many amazing things on the homepage that tell you what's new in what's new with Keller Williams. So please try and pay attention to this, click through. They've got the new July graphics, 31 ways to heat up your social media calendar, master the market of the moment, new, create your own branded magazine for summer. But what I'm going to go over is this 31 ways to heat up your social media calendar this July. And so one thing, I'm going to show you how to get there because it might not always be here on the front page. So we're going to go obviously to KW Connect. And then one thing that I do is I like to search. Searching makes everything so much easier. I don't have to, I don't have to go click through everything. So what I'm going to search for is the client communication. How can I communicate with my client and make it easier for me? So I'm going to do client communication. We're going to search. Oops. And then look at this client communication kit, agent branded magazine. So I'm going to download it and let's open it now and see what this is. So this is the Q2 2021 agent branded magazine. So this gives you instructions on how to find the magazine, how to personalize the magazine, and now it gives you information on emails that you can send, also calling talking points. So, if you're a new agent and you just kind of don't know how to reach out to your sphere because you're just like, what's next? These are great things to help you reach out to your sphere and know what to say, know what to do, send emails. There's also text, Facebook posts, and Instagram posts. And this just gives you content on what to post. So it's really, really cool because of, you as a new agent, it's kind of hard to reach out to your sphere and know what to post, know what to say, know how to sound professional as a real estate agent. It's not always easy. So these are really cool things that are giving you the opportunity to reach out to these agents your clients and let them know you're an agent. And let them know that you're professional, you know what you're doing. One thing I heard yesterday that made me really, really happy was Jeanette Harpole. She is the productivity coach out of the Tacoma office, but she does work with different offices as well. She said, as a new agent, you don't need to let your clients know that you're a new agent. One great thing to say is when they ask, well, how long have you been in the business? It feels like forever. That's a great answer because forever could be like, I've been waiting in this line forever. Really, it's been 10 minutes, but it feels like forever. Nobody's going to question what forever is. So that is a great thing for you to kind of deal with or say. I thought that was really cool because a lot of people sometimes they want to know how long you have been in the business, and as a new agent, I don't want to say 2 months. That may be a deciding factor for certain clients to work with you. So just make sure, you know, you do look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna exit again. And of course I want to, you know, find this client communication kit. I just searched client communication and search. And it was the first one, client communication, agent branding magazine. This is the first one that I want to use. But of course, you may be able to find this on the home page. And this is going to be, oops, the same thing as this 31, or this is a client communication kit. Let's look into this 31 ways to heat up your social media. Posting made easy. So they also have all of these things that you can, so that was the client communication kit. I'm so sorry, I got those two confused. The client communication kit is just how to communicate with your client, and make sure that you know what to say as a new agent. But there are ways, also this 31 new social media content ideas and try this July. This is also really cool because of they're giving you the information on what to post on your social media. You don't have to come up with, you know, sometimes it is hard to stay active on social media and give information about your life and, you know, your clientele or your business and all these things. This just gives you information on what to post, you know, so that you can stay in contact with your sphere and you come top of mind when they are looking for a real estate agent. And what I love about this content, it is not all about real estate. It's just to stay in contact with your clientele, stay top of mind with them. So July 1st it's just a kickoff. Hey, ask your clients what they're up to this summer. Who's going on vacation? Who's on the lake? Who's in the ocean? Who's going, you know, now that COVID's over, who's going to go on a cruise? Have you flown? You know, there's so many things that you can ask your clients and be in contact with them so that you stay top of mind. And so it gives you literally every day through July something to post. You don't have to post every day, you know, you don't have to take everything, but there's just so many topics, you know, and you can switch them around, but there are a lot of topics. One thing that I do love is the clickable. So new quick post. So if you click that, it takes you back to command and it shows you quick posts to post. So if I click on client testimonial graphics, it's going to take me to command in designs to the client testimonial designs, and I can edit those. So there's here's a just sold. It's going to take you back into command to find what you need to do to post these things. So that's one really cool thing about to connect and having this social media where am I? These social media posts, because you get to, posting made easy. You get to go and click into there and it'll take you directly into what you need to use. All right, so anybody, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. That is making the social or the technology work for you. You don't have to, you don't have to come up with this content yourself. You don't have to post every day. You can make command and connect work for you, and that's what's important. So yeah, do we have any questions before, it's 10:50, so we're ending a little bit early, but who doesn't want 10 minutes back in their day to go and post and make the technology work for you? Does anybody have any questions? I know I seen I think it was April, she asked about Scott Leroy, that specific page at the beginning. I'm going to go to that and see if Scott Leroy is working. Oh, looks like Scott Leroy is down.
This is what was happening to me too when I tried to go to Scott Leroy. I was like, I don't know why their website's not working. It was working earlier.
That is awesome. Or that's not awesome, sorry. But I do know April, it was, and when you do go to Scott Leroy Marketing, you're going to go, once you are able and logged in, you're going to go to resources. There's going to be a resource tab on the top. And once you click on that and the drop down menu comes down, you're going to go click on the support. And so that's where you're going to find that first page that I was talking about to make Scott Leroy Marketing work for you. You know, if that's adding something to your website, if that's, you know, making an email signature for you, whatever, you know, works for you and whatever is the most, you know, valuable to your business, they'll get it done. All right, but that's all I have for you guys today. Does anybody have any questions that I can answer? Anything else I can go over that will help your business? No? Well, I really enjoyed being on this Tech Thursday today. It was super fun. I'm glad I was able to give you all of this content. Make sure that you check out next Thursday. We've got Tiana, who has not taught a Tech Thursday class before, but she will be on, and she's going to be teaching you how to get paid. So we're going to be going through you know, all of the opportunity section of command and going through all of that. So make sure that if you have not gone through that before and you don't know the system on how to get paid, that you do take time to go through that class with Tiana. She's amazing. We all love her. She is the Market Center Administrator out of the North Seattle and Everett office. And so that'll be an awesome class to check in on. But other than that, that is today's class. And thank you all so much for attending. We love having you on here and love helping you learn more about Command and Connect and Scott Leroy Marketing and helping your business. But all right, we will see you hopefully next Thursday. And I hope that you have a great day. Happy Thursday.